Update now on Obamacare. Day 3, new problems for that law. This time is coming from 11 state attorneys general. That group sending a letter to Kathleen Sebelius, and their message in that letter, President Obama is breaking the law by making changes to the health care law without going through Congress. Elizabeth Pran on this live in Washington. What are the details of this letter, Elizabeth?
Good morning, Bill. Well, remember back in November when the president changed his mind, he said insurance companies could, for one more year, sell old health policies, even if they would be unacceptable under the Affordable Care Act parameters. Well, the attorneys general specifically targeting that move, saying it is, quote, flatly illegal under federal, constitutional, and statutory law. In part, the group writes, we support allowing citizens to keep their health insurance coverage, but the only way to fix this problem-ridden law is to enact changes lawfully through congressional action. Remember, the White House is also delaying the employer insurance mandate for 1 year. Some lawmakers are also saying this, too, requires congressional votes. Bill?
Speaking of lawmakers, what are their biggest concerns now when they come back next week? Certainly they will be talking about this. In what sense?
Yeah, well, not long after the House is getting back in session, it'll take up legislation pertaining to the security concerns of the site. Their proposal is to require the government to contact customers if any personal information has been compromised on healthcare.gov. Majority Leader Eric Cantor just this week is accusing the administration of downplaying the threats and fear of scaring buyers. This isn't the first time that lawmakers have brought up security issues. In a number of hearings, both the House and the Senate have questioned officials about security gaps. This is just one example of the administration's response back in November.
When consumers fill out the online application, they can trust that the information they're provided is protected by stringent security standards and that the technology underlying the application process has been tested and is secure.
Centers for Medicaid and Medicare official responding just yesterday in part saying that privacy and security are a top priority for customers and they can ensure that they're protected. Bill,
thanks, Elizabeth. Stay warm, all right? Nice to see you. And as you're mentioning that story, we're going to talk to one of the attorneys general who wrote that letter to Kathleen Sebelius. Virginia AG Ken Cuccinelli will be here live to explain his point, so do not miss that.